Welcome to a breakthrough moment in your journey. In this session, we'll explore proven techniques that empower leaders, achievers, and visionaries to overcome obstacles and create lasting success. This is about equipping you with the tools to perform at your highest level and lead with confidence. Let's unlock the power within you. When you feel ignored, it's easy to fall into the trap of seeking validation from others. The reality, however, is that the key to breaking free from this cycle lies within you. The first step to being noticed and demanding respect is shifting your focus inward. The way people treat you is often a reflection of how you treat yourself. If you constantly believe that you're unworthy of attention or respect, that's exactly what you will experience. But when you change the narrative in your mind, you can begin to command the respect you deserve. Start by looking at your own self-worth. Affirm daily that you are deserving of love, respect, and admiration. It might feel foreign at first, especially if you've spent a long time feeling overlooked or undervalued, but over time this affirmation will become ingrained in your mindset. The power to shift your reality starts with your own internal dialogue. The more you believe in your worth, the more others will begin to see you in that light. Don't just hope for change. Create it by planting the seeds of self-respect and self-love. Imagine a scenario where you're being treated with the highest regard, where you command attention and where respect comes naturally to you. The human mind is incredibly powerful, and the images we hold in our thoughts often dictate the reality we experience. Visualizing yourself in a situation where you are the center of respect is not just a form of wishful thinking. It's an active tool that reprograms your mind to believe this reality is not only possible, but inevitable. By focusing on what you want instead of what you fear, you start to align yourself with the version of you who is constantly respected. Close your eyes and picture yourself in conversations where everyone listens intently to what you say, where your opinions are valued, and where your presence commands the room. Feel the confidence and peace that comes with being truly seen and appreciated. The more vividly you imagine this, the more natural it will feel in your everyday life. This mental exercise trains your mind to expect respect, and you'll find that the people around you will begin to act in accordance with this new belief. Another technique to stop being ignored is to rewrite your past experiences. We all have moments in our past that we wish we could change. Times when we were disrespected, overlooked, or hurt. Instead of letting these experiences dictate your future, take the opportunity to revise them in your mind. This doesn't mean denying what happened or pretending it didn't hurt. It's about changing the way you perceive those events and allowing your mind to focus on how you would have preferred to be treated. The next time a past moment of disrespect enters your mind, imagine the scenario playing out differently. Picture yourself being treated with the utmost respect and appreciation in that moment. Envision the words being spoken to you that affirm your worth. As you revise your past, your subconscious mind begins to release any negative emotions tied to those experiences, and your outlook on the present and future begins to shift. You are no longer held captive by the past and instead move forward with the belief that you deserve respect in every situation. It's impossible to demand respect from others if you aren't willing to respect yourself. The way you treat yourself sets the tone for how others will treat you. If you constantly put your needs last, allow others to take advantage of your kindness, or fail to establish healthy boundaries, you are sending a message that you are not deserving of the respect you seek. Begin by honoring yourself. Set boundaries that protect your energy, your time, and your peace. Saying no when something doesn't align with your values or when you feel disrespected is an act of self-respect. People may try to test these boundaries, but the more you reinforce them, the more others will recognize and respect them. When you demonstrate that you won't tolerate being treated poorly, you create an environment where respect becomes the standard. You teach people how to treat you, and by respecting yourself, you make it clear that you will no longer settle for anything less than the respect you deserve. One of the most powerful things you can do is believe in your own worth, regardless of how others treat you. Confidence is magnetic, and when you walk into a room with the belief that you are deserving of respect, others will be drawn to that energy. You might feel at times that the world is not reflecting the respect you seek, but keep reminding yourself of your inherent value. You don't need anyone else's validation to affirm your worth. When you start believing that you are worthy of being treated with respect, you stop chasing after it. Instead, you stand in your power, knowing that it's already yours. When others sense this inner confidence, they can't help but respect you. The more you practice this belief, the more natural it becomes, and the more others will recognize it as well. Your worth is not defined by others, it's defined by how you see yourself. The feeling of being ignored is one of the most painful and emotionally draining experiences. It leaves you questioning your worth, doubting your value, and wondering what went wrong. But what if I told you that the key to no longer feeling invisible lies in the power of your mind? Your thoughts, your beliefs, and the images you create in your mind hold the key to changing your reality. To stop being ignored and demand the respect you deserve, you must learn how to live in the end result you desire in your life. This simple yet powerful principle has the potential to transform the way you experience your relationships and the respect you receive from others. To begin this journey, it's essential to understand the concept of living in the end. This isn't about wishing for respect or hoping for acknowledgement from others. It's about fully embracing and embodying the feeling of being respected, seen, and valued, as if it has already happened. The power of living in the end lies in the emotional and mental shift you make. Instead of focusing on the current situation where you're being ignored, shift your focus to the outcome you desire. Imagine that you're already respected, appreciated, and loved by the people around you. This approach requires a change in perspective, and it starts by creating a vivid mental image of the desired reality. Picture yourself in conversations where people listen attentively to what you say, where your words carry weight, and where your presence demands attention. Picture the emotions that come with being respected, the sense of calm, the confidence, and the peace that comes from being seen and valued. The more you practice this mental imagery, the more real it will become. As you live in the end, you begin to align your internal world with the external reality you wish to create. When you consistently focus on the desired outcome, your mind begins to work in alignment with it. You start to believe, with certainty, that you are someone worthy of respect, and this belief will naturally begin to reflect in your actions, energy, and the way others perceive you. The key is to feel that respect in every fiber of your being. Imagine the respect you want to receive is already present in your life, and experience the joy, confidence, and peace that comes with it. When you do this, you create a powerful shift in your subconscious mind. This process of living in the end is not about forcing things to happen or trying to manipulate situations. It's about creating an internal state that aligns with the respect you desire. By cultivating the feeling of being valued and respected, you begin to attract that energy into your life. Your energy becomes magnetic, drawing the people and experiences that reflect your inner world. As you continue to live in the end, you'll notice that the people around you begin to treat you with the respect and attention you once sought. They'll begin to recognize your worth, and it will no longer feel like you're fighting for their acknowledgement. A key element of living in the end is practicing gratitude for the respect you have already received. Instead of focusing on what's lacking in your life, focus on the abundance of respect that already exists. You don't need to wait for the external world to change before you feel respected. You can choose to feel respected now. The act of gratitude strengthens your connection to the outcome you desire. By being grateful for the respect that is already coming into your life, you align yourself even more with that energy. Gratitude amplifies your emotional vibration and makes it easier for others to recognize the respect you already embody. Living in the end also involves eliminating any negative beliefs that might be holding you back. If you have a history of being ignored or undervalued, it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that this is your reality. But that mindset only keeps you stuck in a cycle of disrespect. To break free, you must replace those old beliefs with the new reality you want to create. When you live in the end, you acknowledge that the past does not define your future. The respect you desire is already yours, and you no longer have to chase after it. A powerful way to reinforce this practice is through daily visualization. Set aside a few minutes each day to visualize yourself being respected. Picture yourself walking into a room and feeling the energy shift as people begin to acknowledge your presence. Feel the warmth of their respect and appreciation. Imagine the words they speak to you are filled with admiration, and your heart swells with confidence. The more often you practice this visualization, the more you reinforce the belief that respect is already yours. Over time, your internal shift will begin to show up externally, and you'll notice that people start treating you in the way you've been visualizing. Living in the end is about fully embracing the feeling of what you want as if it's already happening. It's a powerful way to shift your reality and create the respect you desire. By embodying the feeling of being respected, you attract that same energy back into your life. Your belief in your own worth, combined with the power of visualization and gratitude, creates a magnetic energy that draws respect to you. When you live in the end, you stop chasing after acknowledgement and begin to receive the respect you've always deserved. The key is to believe that it's already yours, and the rest will naturally follow. Do you ever find yourself questioning your worth, feeling as though you don't measure up to others or that you don't deserve the love, respect, or success that you desire? The truth is, your value is inherent. It's not something that can be earned or taken away by anyone else's opinion. It is an intrinsic part of who you are, and once you truly believe in it, everything in your life can shift in profound ways. Believing in your inherent value is the first step in stepping into the life you deserve. It means understanding that you are valuable simply because you exist, not because of what you can do or how others perceive you. Your worth is not determined by external factors, such as success, appearance, or achievements. It is embedded in your very being. The moment you realize this, you take back control of your life, your actions, and how you allow others to treat you. The struggle many people face is that they tie their self-worth to external achievements or other people's validation. It's easy to fall into the trap of believing that if you just work a little harder, look a little better, or get more approval from others, you will finally feel worthy. But this external validation is fleeting, and it doesn't create lasting fulfillment. Your worth is not something you can prove or earn, it is something you already possess. You realize when you realize that you are worth something you already possess. When you start to believe in your inherent value, you stop searching for approval and begin to trust in yourself and your abilities. The first step in embracing your inherent value is letting go of comparison. It's tempting to compare yourself to others, especially in a world that constantly shows us people who seem to have it all together. But comparison only serves to diminish your sense of self-worth. The truth is, everyone is on their own unique journey, and your value is not defined by someone else's success or appearance. When you let go of comparison and focus on your own path, you open the door to the realization that you are enough exactly as you are. Another powerful way to believe in your inherent value is to practice self-compassion. We are often our own harshest critics, constantly pointing out our flaws and mistakes. We beat ourselves up for every shortcoming, thinking that we need to be perfect to be worthy of love and respect. But the reality is, no one is perfect. Perfection is an illusion, and striving for it only sets you up for failure and disappointment. Instead of focusing on your mistakes, learn to treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a close friend. Understand that your imperfections do not diminish your worth, they make you human. And human beings are inherently valuable, flaws and all. When you begin to believe in your inherent value, you also begin to see that you are deserving of all the good things life has to offer. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that you don't deserve success, love, or happiness. But this mindset only keeps you stuck in a cycle of lack and limitation. You are worthy of abundance in every area of your life, whether it's in relationships, career, or health. The more you affirm your inherent value, the more you will open yourself up to receiving what you deserve. You will begin to attract opportunities and people that align with your true worth, and you will no longer settle for less than you deserve. A powerful way to affirm your inherent value is through daily self-affirmations. These are not just empty words. They are declarations of truth. Every time you speak words of affirmation, you are reinforcing your belief in your own worth. Start each day by reminding yourself of your values. Say things like, I am worthy of love and respect. I deserve success and happiness. Or, I am enough just as I am. These affirmations may feel uncomfortable at first, especially if you've spent a lifetime doubting your worth. But with practice, they will become a natural part of your mindset, and you'll begin to believe them on a deeper level. Another key to embracing your inherent value is practicing gratitude. When you focus on what you have rather than what you don't have, you begin to see the abundance that already exists in your life. Gratitude shifts your energy and helps you realize that you are already enough. You have everything you need within you to create the life you want. When you start to appreciate your own strengths, qualities, and accomplishments, you reinforce the belief that you are worthy of all the good things coming your way. Letting go of self-doubt is another critical piece of the puzzle. Doubt only holds you back from reaching your full potential and living up to your true worth. Every time you feel doubt creeping in, challenge it. Ask yourself, what's the evidence that supports this thought? Often you'll find that the doubt is baseless. It's simply a product of fear or insecurity. When you confront your doubts with logic and self-compassion, you can begin to replace them with confidence and belief in your inherent value. Believing in your inherent value also means standing firm in your boundaries. When you know your worth, you won't allow others to treat you poorly. Setting boundaries is not about being rude or selfish. It's about protecting your energy and your sense of self. People who truly respect you will honor your boundaries, and those who don't will fall away. As you stand firm in your boundaries, you teach others how to treat you, and you reinforce your own belief in your worth. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you wish for something so badly, but it feels like no matter how hard you try, it's just out of reach? It's a frustrating feeling, isn't it? But here's the powerful truth. The secret to manifesting the outcomes you desire lies not in waiting for them to magically appear, but in embodying them in every part of your being right now. When you embody your desired outcome, you align yourself with the energy and mindset needed to attract it into your life. Imagine waking up every day with a sense of knowing that the life you want is already yours. What would change about the way you approach your day? How would your attitude shift? This is the magic of embodying your desired outcome. It's not about wishing, hoping, or just dreaming of success, love, or fulfillment. It's about becoming the version of yourself who already has what you desire. When you step into that energy, the world around you begins to shift in your favor. The first step in embodying your desired outcome is to fully believe that you are worthy of it. It's impossible to embody something if you don't believe you deserve it. Many people struggle with the feeling that they're not worthy of the success, love, or happiness they crave. This mindset blocks them from attracting what they want. But the truth is, you are deserving of everything you dream of. And the moment you fully accept this, you begin to step into the version of yourself who already has those things. This belief isn't just about affirmations or positive thinking. It's about deeply internalizing the truth that you are enough and that what you desire is already within your reach. Once you believe in your worth, the next step is to take inspired action. It's easy to think that embodying your desired outcome is all about mental shifts, but in reality, action is just as crucial. The key is to take aligned action, actions that are in harmony with the outcome you want to create. For example, if you want to attract love into your life, you must first love yourself and engage in activities that nurture your own happiness. If you want to build a successful career, take the steps necessary to grow your skills and expand your network. Every small action you take brings you closer to your desired outcome and helps you feel more connected to the version of yourself who already has what you want. Another essential aspect of embodying your desired outcome is to begin to feel the emotions associated with it. If you want to attract abundance, start by feeling abundant in every moment. How would you feel if you already had everything you wanted? Would you feel confident, grateful, joyful, or peaceful? The more you can cultivate these feelings in the present moment, the more you align yourself with the energy of your desired outcome. Your emotions are incredibly powerful, and they send out a signal to the universe about what you're ready to receive. The more you embody those feelings now, the faster your desires will manifest. One of the most important components of embodying your desired outcome is the power of visualization. Take time each day to vividly imagine yourself already living the life you want. Picture the details. What do you see, hear, feel, and experience in your ideal situation? The clearer you can visualize your desired outcome, the more real it becomes to your subconscious mind. This visualization process helps you develop the belief that your desires are not only possible, but inevitable. When you can visualize your desired outcome with clarity and emotion, you activate the law of attraction, which brings your dreams closer to reality. Equally important is the need to release any doubts or limiting beliefs that hold you back. Often, the biggest obstacle to embodying your desired outcome is fear and self-doubt. These negative thoughts create resistance and prevent the flow of energy that would allow you to manifest what you want. Let go of the fear that you're not good enough or that your desires are too big to achieve. Replace these limiting thoughts with empowering beliefs that support your vision. The moment you start to shift your mindset and let go of doubt, you open the door to receiving what you've been waiting for. In addition, you must cultivate patience. Embodying your desired outcome is not a one-time event. It's a process. Just like planting a seed and nurturing it until it grows, your desires require time, care, and attention. Trust the process and trust that everything is unfolding perfectly, even if you can't see the results right away. Patience is an essential part of the manifestation process, as it allows you to stay grounded and focused on your goal, rather than being distracted by the need for instant gratification. When you practice patience and trust, you allow the universe to work its magic, bringing you closer to the life you've envisioned. A critical aspect of embodying your desired outcome is the willingness to let go of the need to control every detail. Too often we try to micromanage how and when things will unfold, but this creates resistance. The universe has its own way of delivering what you want, and it often does so in ways you could never have predicted. When you trust the process and let go of control, you open up space for unexpected opportunities and synchronicities to enter your life. The more you surrender to the flow of life, the more effortlessly your desired outcome will manifest. Finally, embodying your desired outcome requires you to stay in alignment with your values and purpose. This means ensuring that your actions, thoughts, and emotions are all aligned with the vision you have for your life. When you are in alignment with your true self, everything becomes easier. The challenges that once seemed overwhelming will begin to feel like stepping stones on your path. And as you stay true to your values, you will attract the right people, opportunities, and circumstances that resonate with your vision. The beauty of mental revision lies in its simplicity and its profound impact on your reality. It's the ability to go back in your mind to a moment when you felt ignored or disrespected and change the way you see it. Rather than focusing on how you were overlooked, you mentally alter the scenario, imagining a version where you were seen, heard, and respected. This powerful technique helps to shift your perception, rewire your thoughts, and align you with the reality you wish to experience. The first step in mental revision is to revisit those moments where you felt disregarded or unimportant. It might be a conversation where your thoughts were dismissed or a situation where your presence was undervalued. Instead of allowing those moments to fester in your mind and reinforce the belief that you aren't worthy of respect, take a step back and mentally replay the scenario, but this time do it differently. Imagine that in the past, people did acknowledge you, did respect you, and gave you the attention you deserve. See yourself standing confidently in that moment and feel the respect pouring in. Rewriting the past in this way doesn't mean you are erasing what happened. It simply means that you are shifting how you internalize and process those events. This internal shift is essential because our minds don't differentiate between past experiences and what we imagine. When you change the way you view the past, your subconscious mind starts to accept this revision as your new reality. The more you mentally revise these situations, the more the emotional charge tied to those memories begins to dissolve. No longer will you be weighed down by feelings of insignificance or rejection. When you practice mental revision, you are not only changing the way you view the past, but you're also paving the way for a new future. Every time you mentally revise a negative experience, you are essentially rewriting the script of your life. The more you repeat this practice, the stronger your belief in your own worth grows. Instead of walking around with a heavy burden of past disrespect, you will carry yourself with a renewed sense of self-confidence. This mental exercise allows you to remove any mental blockages that are preventing you from receiving the respect and recognition you deserve. Now you might wonder, how does this actually work in real life? It's simple. When you begin to change your internal narrative, your external world shifts to mirror it. People will start responding to you differently because your energy has changed. When you no longer hold on to past feelings of being ignored, you create space for respect to flow into your life. By mentally revising your past and seeing yourself in the light of respect and recognition, you start to act from that place of self-worth, and others can't help but mirror that energy. To reinforce this process, make mental revision a daily habit. Take time each day to revisit moments where you felt overlooked and rewrite them in your mind. See yourself being treated with the utmost respect, hear the compliments and feel the appreciation. Picture the conversations where your words are valued and your presence is acknowledged. This practice strengthens your belief that respect is not only possible, but is already yours. When you make this practice a part of your daily routine, you begin to cultivate a mindset that naturally attracts the respect you desire. In addition to revising past moments, you can also use mental revision to prepare for future interactions. If you have an upcoming meeting, conversation, or social gathering where you anticipate being ignored or dismissed, take a moment to mentally rehearse the situation. Picture yourself speaking with confidence, receiving the respect and attention you deserve, and feeling valued. The more vividly you imagine these scenarios, the more you begin to program your subconscious mind to expect this kind of treatment in real life. As you continue to mentally revise your experiences, you will start to notice that your interactions with others will become more positive and respectful. One of the most powerful aspects of mental revision is that it gives you full control over how you experience life. Instead of feeling like a passive participant in your own story, you become the active creator of your reality. You decide how you want to be treated, and through the power of mental revision, you reshape your experiences to align with those desires. By changing the way you perceive the past, you free yourself from the emotional baggage of past rejections. You release the grip of negative self-beliefs that may have held you back from demanding the respect you deserve. This practice of rewriting your reality isn't just about visualizing better outcomes, but about transforming the way you feel about yourself. When you see yourself as someone who is worthy of respect, your actions, your words, and your energy will reflect that belief, and others will begin to treat you accordingly. Have you ever felt disrespected, overlooked, or taken for granted by the people around you? It's a crushing feeling, one that can leave you questioning your worth. It feels like no matter how much effort you put into your relationships or how kind you are to others, respect is something that always seems to slip through your fingers. But here's the truth. If you want to stop being ignored and start receiving the respect you deserve, it begins with one fundamental shift: practicing self-respect. Self-respect is not something that can be demanded from others. It is something that you must first cultivate within yourself. The way you see yourself, the way you value your time, your emotions, and your worth, this is the foundation of all the respect you will receive. When you practice self-respect, you set the standard for how others should treat you. You teach people how to value you not with words but through your actions and your unwavering belief in your own worth. The first step in practicing self-respect is setting boundaries. Boundaries are not walls, but rather clear guidelines that protect your emotional well-being. When you allow others to overstep your boundaries, you're signaling to them that your time and energy are not important. To practice self-respect, you must learn to say no when something doesn't align with your values or your personal needs. Saying no doesn't make you selfish. It makes you someone who values themselves enough to protect their peace. By setting clear boundaries, you teach people how to treat you with the respect you deserve. Self-respect also requires you to stop accepting behavior that devalues you. This could be in relationships, at work, or within your family. If you're constantly surrounded by people who belittle you, ignore your needs, or take you for granted, it's time to step back and assess the situation. Do you truly value yourself if you keep allowing others to treat you in ways that diminish your worth? Practicing self-respect means drawing the line and walking away from situations where you're not appreciated. You deserve relationships and environments that elevate you, not drain you. The moment you decide to stop accepting disrespect is the moment your life begins to change. When you practice self-respect, you begin to honor your own feelings and needs. So often, we suppress our emotions or ignore our intuition to appease others or to avoid conflict. But when you respect yourself, you make it a priority to acknowledge your own emotions and honor your desires. Your feelings are valid, and when you learn to respect them, you send a powerful message to yourself and to others that you deserve to be treated with dignity and care. Self-respect is not about ignoring your needs to make others comfortable, but about standing firm in your worth and your right to live authentically. Moreover, self-respect involves cultivating a sense of self-worth that is independent of external validation. We live in a world that often measures our value by the opinions of others. Whether it's through social media, professional achievements, or relationships, we are constantly seeking validation from those around us. But practicing self-respect means recognizing that your worth is not tied to how others perceive you. Your value is inherent and unchanging. When you internalize this belief, you begin to make decisions that align with your true self, not based on how others expect you to act or what they think you deserve. Part of practicing self-respect is taking care of your body, mind, and spirit. You wouldn't expect others to respect you if you didn't respect yourself enough to nurture your own well-being. Take time to care for your physical health. Exercise, eat well, get enough sleep, but also care for your mental and emotional health. Practice self-compassion. Engage in activities that bring you joy and surround yourself with people who uplift you. When you respect your body and mind, you set the standard for how others should treat you. You show them that you are worthy of respect, love, and care. Self-respect also means embracing your strengths and accepting your flaws without judgment. Too often we find ourselves focusing on our imperfections or comparing ourselves to others, which leads to feelings of inadequacy. But self-respect comes from acknowledging both your strengths and weaknesses without letting them define you. It means recognizing that you are a complete and worthy person just as you are, regardless of any flaws or mistakes you've made. When you stop criticizing yourself and start accepting yourself, you stop allowing others to do the same. In every interaction, self-respect is reflected in the way you speak to yourself and others. The words you choose, the tone of your voice, and your body language all carry messages about how you value yourself. When you respect yourself, your actions and words will reflect that, and others will naturally begin to treat you with the same respect. It's not about arrogance or self-centeredness. It's about maintaining a sense of dignity in every situation. Speak to yourself with kindness. Hold your head high and be proud of who you are. When you act with self-respect, you send the message that you are not to be ignored or undervalued. Ultimately, practicing self-respect requires consistency. It's not a one-time decision, but a lifelong commitment to valuing yourself and holding yourself to a higher standard. Every time you say no to something that doesn't serve you, every time you walk away from toxic situations, and every time you prioritize your well-being, you are reinforcing your self-respect. It's a practice that builds over time, creating a foundation of inner strength and confidence that others can't help but recognize. When you practice self-respect, the respect you receive from others follows naturally. It's not about demanding respect. It's about being so grounded in your own value that others can't help but see it too. Your energy, your confidence, and your boundaries will communicate to the world that you are someone who deserves to be respected. And when you finally step into that power, you will no longer feel overlooked or dismissed. You will stand tall, knowing that you are worthy of all the respect, love, and acknowledgement you desire.